Millions upon millions of years ago, Earth was a desolate wasteland. The land was barren and lacked complex ecosystems. The primary habitat was Earth's oceans. Life on Earth during this time was much simpler than it is now, and mostly consisted of bacteria, algae, and simple multicellular organisms, until one day, the Cambrian explosion. The Cambrian explosion was a sudden burst of life where many new and diverse animals appeared relatively quickly in the geological timeline. This event marked the beginning of most of the major groups of animals that exist today. It also marked the beginning of the Paleozoic era. Earth's history can be broken up into three major eras. The Paleozoic era, which saw the Cambrian explosion and the largest mass extinction event in Earth's history. The Mesozoic era, which saw the rise and fall of the dinosaurs. And the Cenozoic era, which is characterized by mammals and birds becoming the dominant land animals. This is where the emergence of humans began, and this is also the era we live in now. In Jurassic World Evolution 2, most creatures featured in the game are from the Mesozoic era. I mean, this would make sense since John Hammond's goal was to create a dinosaur park. However, there are some magnificent creatures featured in the Paleozoic and Cenozoic era that are overlooked by the Mesozoic era. So my goal with this video was to create a park that featured no dinosaurs whatsoever. A park that featured only animals from Earth's other two major eras rather than the Mesozoic era. Welcome to my Paleozoic and Cenozoic park in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Welcome to what is quite possibly my favorite park build in Jurassic World Evolution 2. And guess what? Here's the kicker of it. Here's the whole gimmick, you know? There's no dinosaurs. So how the fuck did I do this, you may be asking me? Well, here's the thing. I modded it, right? Yeah, there's a McDonald's and a Starbucks right here. That's how you know it's modded. Because yes, the base game does have a good amount of non-dinosaur creatures, but the thing is as I said in the intro, I was looking for animals from certain time periods that are sort of overlooked. Get ready, everyone, because it's crazy. It is without a doubt probably my favorite park build of all time. All right, so yeah, when you fly in here, you come out through here, and you, of course, Starbucks had to sponsor this park, so there's a Starbucks. And then there's a McDonald's, because they would probably be the two corporate companies to first jump on a Jurassic Park and sponsor it. And then we have a Lego store where there's only Lego Jurassic World sets. So then we make our way over to the plaza here. We got this nice fountain chairs. Okay, I'm showing off the boring stuff. This is where shit gets cool. And it still amazes me that mods can do this. Like, look at this right here. We have a Anthracosaurus, Anthrax, a statue, and a little sign about its biology, diet, and habitat. It's crazy that mods can do this. And this is even crazier. This is an entire modded exhibit that, it's similar to Planet Zoo with the smaller animal exhibits where you can kind of customize the insides of them, but you can't really change the size of them. So yeah, I kind of customized the inside. As you can see, we have a swamp habitat here. And in here, we have Diplocaulus, a very popular amphibian that is from the Paleozoic. I mean, as you can see, it says Paleozoic swamp, so we're gonna have some Paleozoic animals. And then we have Platyhystrix, which is also a pretty popular amphibian. And these guys get along. And look at this. This is just... I don't know. I'm at a loss of words. Just like the mod capabilities at this point. Basically, everything in here is modded. It's insane. Let's look at the little Diplocaulus. Look at him go. Look at him go. They also look really good, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, little guy. How's it going? Oh my god, look at you. Let's go find a Platyhystrix. Look at him go. Look at him go. This is just so fucking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. It does not look modded, like it fits in so well, it's great. And of course, we got our visitor center here. When dinosaurs ruled the earth, even though this is a park without dinosaurs. So I guess that's a little bit of irony here, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go into this viewing area. In here we have Ichthyostega, and we also have Lystrosaurus, because Lystrosaurus is also a Paleozoic creature. There is our Ichthyostega friend. Look at him go. Basically just a giant fire salamander. That's what it looks like. You can see weeping willow trees, mangrove trees, cattails, mushrooms. Like, all of that is modded, and it just looks awesome. And these guys get along, which is kind of funny. But, I mean, I guess it sort of makes sense, right? So then, coming from here, we have the Anthracosaurus. And that's kind of the apex predator of the Paleozoic swamps. There they are. Look at them. They're about Dimetrodon size. Again, they're just really big salamanders, essentially. Although their head is more similar to the shape of a lizard, but like otherwise, like if you ignore the head, the rest of them looks like a salamander. All right, I'm just gonna give an aerial view now because it's very hard to see the marine wildlife in like from these views. It's really not the best. Like you can barely see what's going on here. So yeah, here is an aerial view of the park. This is obviously where we came in, where Starbucks, McDonald's, Lego store, all that is. Then we have the plaza, and that looks very cool, I'm not gonna lie. And then over here, this is where our Lystrosaurus and Ichthyostega hang out. So, oh, look at them. Look at them go. And here are the Lystrosaurus. They're so goddamn ugly, but it's like in a cute way. It's like a pug. They're like a pug. And that's their enclosure, and right next to them is where our Anthracosaurus are. So I really like the layout. The only viewing gallery for them is this log here, because it was kind of a pain in the ass trying to figure out where to put something, so I just plopped a log in there. But yeah, look at that. They look pretty good. And then of course, as I showed y'all earlier, this is kind of the main attraction of the plaza. And I just love how it looks. It's just unreal. It looks so cool. But yeah, I should be able to click on them so you can see the inside better. Yeah. So here is our Platyhystrix. I don't know what he's doing right now. That's definitely a bug or something. He's eating from the ground. Here is our Diplocaulus friend. Also similar to the Lystrosaurus, where it is so ugly that it's cute. So yeah, that's our Paleozoic swamp portion. There are a few more animals that could be included in it that extend over this way, but I'm gonna wait to show them off until... Wait, what the hell? Why does it say this? Emergency shutdown. What the hell? I didn't even know that was a thing. So yeah, these two enclosures here are technically a part of the Paleozoic swamp, but we're gonna get to them later on. Next, we're gonna jump on over to our Paleozoic oceans, and in here we have the Dunkleosteus, because the Dunkleosteus lived during the Devonian, which took place during the Paleozoic era, which is very cool. That there are a few animals in game that do fit under non-dinosaur, Paleozoic, or Cenozoic, and Dunkleosteus is one of them. And in this enclosure, we have a bunch of modded decorations. As you can see, there's some lily pads. Kelp is finally in the game, so I don't have to mod that into the game anymore. And this enclosure looks pretty cool, but it's kind of your standard... That's kind of your standard lagoon in this game, besides the modded stuff. And then we also have Sarcoprion, which I can't remember if Sarcoprion is a Cenozoic shark or a Paleozoic? I'm actually gonna search that up. Oh, cool. Okay, so Sarcoprion is actually from the Paleozoic. So this is literally a Paleozoic. Oh, look at that. That was what I was gonna talk about next, are these little guys swimming by. But this is literally a Paleozoic ocean, which is very cool. I honestly just threw this guy in here because I knew he would get along with the Dunkleosteus. But yeah, this guy looks very cool. Look at that. Doesn't even look modded, I'm not gonna lie. Especially with the Megalodon being in the game now, it fits him really well. And lastly, we have the Anomalocaris. And they're more of like a decorative species in here just to kind of nail in the fact that it's a Paleozoic ocean. They don't really do much except swim around in circles. And I mean, they kind of look cute, so I'll give them that. Also, this is what the Pokemon Anorith is very closely based on. But yeah, they really don't do much. They kind of just exist. So that is it for our first lagoon here. Our second lagoon over here, which starts the beginning of the rest of the park, contains Megalodons and only Megalodons, because Megalodons hate everything and eat everything. Well, this enclosure is about the same as the other one, except we have the Jaws boat. I think it's the Jaws boat, or it's very similar, just because, you know, big shark. It looks very out of place, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a nice little reference, I guess. I've been trying to get the Megalodons to like swim up to it, but they just don't care at all. They just kind of do their own thing, like I said. Alright, so after the Megalodon Lagoon, we are over to the continuation of our Paleozoic swamps. And over here we have everyone's favorite synopsid, the Dimetrodon. Now this is another creature in the base game that kinda qualifies under the non-dinosaur either Paleozoic or Cenozoic, which is pretty cool. And I forgot to mention that Megalodon is Cenozoic, meaning that Megalodon is closer, like we were closer to being alive alongside the Megalodon than the Megalodon was to being alongside the T-Rex. So yeah, so far for the non-dinosaur creatures in the base game, we have Dimetrodon, Megalodon, Dunkleosteus, and Lystrosaurus. And I think that's actually all of them that qualify under the category that I kind of made for this park. So realistically, if I did this without mods, it would be kind of a lame park. It would only have 4 different animals. And then next to the Dimetrodon here, we have, where is it? Oh, here they are. Rubidgea. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but it is a Gorgonopsid that is from the Paleozoic. Almost looks like a reptilian or naked mole rat saber-toothed tiger. That's kind of what it is. And you know, I think it fits into this park pretty well. For this enclosure, we have like a semi-swamp, semi-taiga theme, because we're going from the swamp to the taiga, which is where the rest of our Cenozoic animals are. Honestly, I'm kind of curious what these guys would do with the guests. I haven't seen them attack people before, so I'm gonna use my modding capability. Not modding capabilities. I'm going to use a mod to be an asshole and just plop him right here. Will he eat people? Why are you going in the woods? I can't see you when you go in here. What have you done? Have you ate someone? I can't tell. God damn it. No. We're taking you out of the woods and we're putting you in the plaza. Now kill people. I'm curious. How do you kill people? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Just kinda, he's like, ooh, I'm scary. Just kinda making people run away from it. You look terrifying and that's all you're gonna do? Come on, man. Alright, well, I was hoping to have a little bit of chaos, but it seems like all the chaos that has been happening in my park revolves around this right here. A certain animal in particular, the terror bird. Look at this guy. So we're gonna ride the Ice Age Safari, I guess is what we'll call it, or something like that. This is where the rest of our Cenozoic animals are. Here we go. Oh my god. Look at that. We got a mammoth right here. This is, I don't know, this is just crazy. These mods, like, they're so cool. I'm very proud of how the terrain here turned out too, because the rest of the park has like a swamp theme, and I feel like I kind of did the taiga at least somewhat good considering the limited terrain tools. I think these are our last though for the mammoth enclosure, and then we move on to the terror birds and ground sloths. Unfortunately, I don't believe there is any mods that add Smilodon. Hello, my friend. Oh my god, we get super up close with... Oh shit. What are you doing? God. No, leave us alone. God, we get super up close with you. Look at that. That's so cool. Alright, that's it for our mammoths. We're moving on to the next one. Like I said, I don't think there's any Smilodon mods, or, I don't think there's any mods that add too many animals from the Ice Age. I mean, I guess our Rubigea or whatever is our substitute for a Smilodon. Kinda looks like one. Look at them. They look so good. I don't think they're aggressive. I hope they're not, because this one is coming towards the car. Look at, oh, they're all grouped together. They're just hanging out. Wow. Wow. There's a terror bird. They're moving in a migration. That's so cool. Now, cool random fact about ground sloths is they are the reason we have avocados today, because they were big enough to eat avocados and digest them, and then they'd shit out the seeds, and that would help spread them around. So big thanks to these guys. Shout out to these guys. This is a cool shot here. Actually, I'm gonna leave the car now, because that is essentially the end of our tour. But look at this right here. Look at this shot right here. We got a ground sloth, terror bird. Terror bird is for some odd reason eating the goat from in the air, or using telekinesis. What's going on here? Yeah, that's interesting. Alright, see ya, man. So there it is, my Paleozoic and Cenozoic park. I am very proud of this. I think this is probably my favorite park build I've ever done. It turned out really, really good. So if you guys like it, let me know down below. And if you'd like to see more, also let me know. Otherwise, I think that's about it. I'll see you guys later.